Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will discuss Fourier transform which is asked in GATE 2012 to GATE 2016. So let's start. First question. The Fourier transform of a signal ht is as j omega is given equal to 2 cos omega into sin 2 omega upon omega. The value of h0 is, where h0 is in time domain, okay, and here is the given Fourier transform in Fourier transform of ht. We don't know what is the ht. First of all, we have to find out ht. What is the ht? Okay, now given is h g omega is equal to 2 cos omega into sin 2 omega upon omega. It is given. Now first modify it. Cos omega into 2 sin 2 omega upon omega. Now we can write as multiply 2 cos omega into 2 sin 2 omega upon 2 omega. Okay, now check it. Now consider this one is the h1, this part is h1, this one is the h2. Okay, h1 j omega into h2 j omega. It is those two signals, h1 and h2. Now we know that h2 is 2 sin 2 omega upon 2 omega. Now we know that it is nothing but 2 square of 2 omega. Okay, when we take the this one is the Gaussian signals. When take the impulse signals, which is unit minus 2 to 2, because here 2 is multiply h2t, this one is the 1 by 2, then it will be 2 as a 2 omega. You can take the Fourier transform of this one and you will get the same this part. Okay, pulse signals. When you take the pulse signals, then you will get this one. It and you can check it. Okay, now h1 j omega is cos 2 cos omega. So we can write as cos omega according to Euler's formula, e to power j omega plus e to power minus j omega by 2. 2 cancel out. So it will be e to power j omega plus e to power minus j omega. Now comes to h j omega. H j omega is, what is the h1 j omega and h2 j omega. Now put it. When you put it h j omega, h1 j omega, e to power j omega plus e to power minus j omega, and this one will be h2 j omega. Okay, now according to here shifting properties, when you take the inverse, then it will be ht is equal to h2t plus 1, and here is the negative sign, so h2t minus 1. Okay, we know that h2t, we know that graph of h2t. Now we have to find out ht plus 1 and ht minus 1. First find out the ht plus 1. So ht plus 1 will be 1 unit will be shift which direction? 1 unit will be, when it is the plus, then our shift will be left direction. So now here is started from minus 2. Now it will be start from minus 3 and it will be go up to 1, because 1 unit is shifted. Minus 3 to 1, and here is the 1 by 2. Now take it h2t minus 1 This one shift the right direction 1 unit. Now here is started -2, then it will be start from -1 and it will go +3, -1 and +3, 1/2. Now add it, then you will get the HT. Now add it. After addition, check it. Our signal will be start from -3. At -3, how much is magnitude? Half. It will be go up to -1. It will be go up to -1 half. Okay. After half, what will happen? Half and half, it will be add and it becomes the 1. It becomes the 1. Here is the half, here is the 1. It will be go up to +1. +1. After +1, this one will be remove it and this signal will be S2T -1 will be present. So now it becomes the down and it will go up to 3. This one is the HT. Now we have to check it H0. So check it at 0. How much the value? Value is 1. So answer will be 1. Right answer will be option C. So option C will be the right answer. Now next question. This question asked in GATE 2012 for 2 marks. Okay, very simple. Now next question. A continuous linear time invariant filter has impulse response HT described. HT is equal to 3 for 0 to 3, otherwise 0. When a constant input value 5 is applied to this filter, the steady state output is. This one is asking GATE 2012 for 1 marks. Check it. Now, what is given? HT is given. Draw it. T, this one HT. Draw it. Here your signal is defined for 0 to 3 and how much magnitude? 3. Okay, 3. Now impulse response HT described. Impulse response is given. This one is the impulse response given. When a constant input value of 5 is applied to filter, the steady state output is. We have to find out the steady state output. Means we have to find out t tends to infinity. How much is the value we get at t tends to infinity? No. Here we can find out the Fourier transform as well as in Laplace also. So whatever you and convolution also. Here is the xt is given 5 ut. 5 ut is given and ht is 3 u t minus u t minus 3. I think this one is the both are signal, both signal. If you want to convolution, you apply the convolution for yt. If you want and put it t tends to infinity. If you want to solve in Laplace, then take the Laplace for both and multiply it. And if you want to Fourier transform, then go through the Fourier transform, no problem. But in Fourier transform you will get difficulty because you Fourier transform of HUT is different thing, not 1 by s. So you Fourier transform of ut will be, always remember, 1 upon j omega plus pi del omega. Okay, then we have to multiply all the things. So go through a simple way. If it is not mentioned method, so take the Laplace. Okay, then xs will be 5 by s and hs will be 3 1 by s minus e to power 3s into 1 by s. Okay, and ys will be multiply it hs into xs. So what will happen? We will get 5 by s or 1 minus 3s upon s. Ys we will get 5. Okay, here 3 is also not present na. 3 5 into 3 s square 1 minus 3s. Okay. Now we have to find out the steady state response. Steady state response means t tends to infinity or final value theorem. Apply the final value theorem. Steady state response. Steady state response as ys as tends to 0. Then 15 by s square 1 minus e to power 3s into s. S cancel out and we will get 5 15 1 minus 3s upon s. When you are putting s is equal to 0, then what will happen? It becomes the 0 by 0. It will becomes 0 by 0. So undefined. Then apply the L'Hospital rule. Then apply L'Hospital rule and differentiate numerator and denominator. Then what will happen? 15 0 into minus 3 e to the power minus 3s and 1. Then minus plus this one 45 and e to the power minus 3s and s tends to 0. Then we will get 45 answer. This one is the fill in the blanks. So here is not option is mentioned and answer will be the 45. Now next comes to next question. For a Fourier function gt, it is given that Fourier function gt, it is given that minus infinity to infinity gt e to power minus j omega dt is equal to omega e to power minus 2 omega square for any value of real value omega if yt is equal to minus infinity to t g tau d tau, then minus infinity to infinity yt dt is. Okay. Now check it. What is the given? Here the gt is a function and g j omega is given. G j omega is given means Fourier transform is given. Omega e to power minus 2 omega square is given. Okay. Now we know that minus infinity to infinity gt dt value is equal to g j 0. Here is mentioned capital. Okay, for Fourier transform j omega is equal to 0. How much value we will get? When you put the omega 0, then we will get 0. Okay. Now comes to yt. What is yt? Check it. Yt is nothing but convolution of gt and ut. Here is the consider the ut because ut is not mentioned, but some ut minus t when you take the, that's why here is taken minus infinity to t. So ut is equal to yt is equal to gt convolution of ut. When you take the formula na, then minus infinity to infinity g tau u t minus tau d tau, then you convert it, it becomes minus infinity to t g tau d tau, because here is the one value for that one. Okay, that's why. All right, now comes to step. Then y j omega will be g j omega and u j omega. Then u g j omega is given g j omega e to power minus 2 omega square e to power minus omega square and u j omega means Fourier transform of unit step. Already I told you 1 upon j omega plus pi del omega. Okay, now multiply it. Then omega e to power minus 2 omega square upon j omega plus omega e to minus 2 omega square pi del omega. Now for minus infinity to infinity yt dt is equal to y a 0. Put it omega is equal to 0, then how much we will get? When you put the omega is equal to 0, this term will be 0. Okay, and here is the cancel out, so here we will get 1 by j plus 0. Then how much we can say that minus j, because we can write 1 minus j square upon j. They cancel out, this one becomes minus j. Okay, now so right answer will be, option is not given, so minus j will be right answer. Now comes to next question. The value of integral minus infinity to infinity sin c square 5t dt is. So we know that solution ft is equal to sin c 5t. Okay, so we can say that this was nothing but square of 5 pi t, and because sin ct is as square pi t. Okay, so now transform sin t capital T by 2 is 2 pi gt omega. So here to compare it from above, then t by 2 is equal to 5 pi or capital T is equal to 10 pi. Okay, so 10 pi as a 5 pi t 2 pi g 10 pi omega. So Fourier f omega will be 1 by 5 g 10 pi omega, and ESD f mod of omega square, and EF is equal to minus infinity to infinity f square t dt is equal to 1 by 2 pi minus infinity to infinity ES df d omega. So f omega will be, draw it and take 1 by 5 minus 5 pi to 5 pi in omega term. So minus infinity to infinity 5t dt is equal to 1 upon 2 pi minus 5 pi to 5 pi 1 by 5 pi square d omega. Then it becomes 1 by 2 pi into 1 by 25 square 25. So and into, when you take the integration, it will be the omega limit minus 5 pi to 5 pi. So it becomes 1 by 2 pi 25 into 10 pi. 2 pi 5 cancel out 5, and answer will be 1 by 5. This one is the objective question. So fill in the blanks. So answer will be 1 by 5 only. Now comes to next question. Question number 5. The phase response of passband waveform at the receiver is given by Fi is equal to minus 2 pi alpha f minus fc minus 2 alpha beta fc, where fc is the center frequency and alpha and beta are positive constant. The actual signal propagation delay from the transmitter to receiver is. So solution, this one I asked in GATE 2014 for 1 marks. Solution, group delay, we know that formula of group delay minus 1 by 2 pi d function, differentiate function in that term. If our function is given in omega, so in that condition we cannot take 1 upon 2 pi. If your function is given in f, then we have to take the 1 by 2 pi. Always remember. So what will happen? Differentiate it, minus 1 upon 2 pi and d upon df. Function is given minus 2 pi alpha f minus fc and minus 2 alpha beta fc. Check it. What will happen? Here we will get 1 after differentiation, and here this part will be the 0. So minus 1 by 2 pi into here minus 2 pi alpha, when multiplied with both, then f differentiation 1, this fc will be the 0 because the constant, and plus 0 and minus 0. So we will get only 2 pi cancel out, this minus minus plus, so we will get answer alpha. So option C will be the right answer. Now next up to come next question. Question number 6. A real value signal xt limited to the frequency band, here is the given frequency band, mod f is equal to less than is equal to w by 2, is passed through a linear time invariant system whose frequency response is hf is equal to e to the power minus j4 pi f for frequency band, f less than w by 2 and f greater than omega w by 2 is equal to 0. The output of the system is, okay, given hf is equal to e to the power minus 4 j4 pi f 0 mod f omega by 2 and mod f omega by 2. So mod of h f will be 1 because of Euler formula. This one will be the 1. Cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1, and we can write hf is equal to e to the minus 2j into 2 pi f. So h omega, when you convert in omega, then it will be the 2 pi f e to the minus 2j omega. And what is the ht? Ht will be del t minus 2, and the output of the system, real time invariant through the linear time invariant. And then what will happen, when you take the xt is a input, any input, then output will be yt is equal to xt convolution of ht. Then what will happen, xt convolution of del t minus 2. So our output will be x t minus 2. So right answer will be t minus 2 d. This one asked in GATE 2014 for 1 marks. Now comes to next question. Consider the function gt is equal to e to the power minus t sin 2 pi t, where ut is the unit step function. The area under gt is, we have to find out the area under the, okay, here is one mistake, here ut is given. Okay, now this one is asked in GATE 2015. gt is given e to the power minus t sin 2 pi t ut. Okay, so area will be, we know that minus infinity to infinity dt dt. Now take it integration, minus infinity to infinity sin 2 pi t ut e to the power minus t dt. And what will happen, this one the gs and mod s is equal to 0, and here check it, here is the nothing but Laplace transform. So gs will be 2 pi upon here e to the power minus t Okay, so s plus 1 whole square plus 4 pi square, because here a in the place of a is equal to 2 pi. Okay, now put it s tends to 0, then what will happen? 2 pi upon, here it will be 1 plus 4 pi square. When you calculate now, you will get the 0.155. Right answer. Fill in the blanks. So 0.155 answer. Now comes to next question. The energy of signal xt is equal to sine 4 pi t upon 4 pi t. So this one is also sync signals. Okay. So we know that sine at upon pi t is equal to Fourier transform minus a to a 1 x omega. Okay, so here is given sine 4 pi t upon 4 pi t. So here in the place of a, here is given 4 pi. Remember, another 1 by 4 is multiply. So 1 by 4 into sine 4 pi bracket t upon pi t. Okay, then what will happen? Fourier transform, check it. Magnitude will be 1 by 4 and it will be defined up to minus 4 pi to 4 pi, minus 4 pi to 4 pi. Now take the energy of xt is equal to 1 upon 2 pi according to Parseval theorem, minus infinity to infinity and mod of x omega square d omega. So 1 by 2 pi minus 4 pi. So 4 pi, because our signal is defined for minus 4 pi to 4 pi, 1 by 4 square d omega. Then 1 by 2 pi into 1 by 16 into omega, because after integration we will get the omega minus 4 pi to 4 pi. So here 1 by 2 pi into 1 by 16 into 8 pi. Here is the 4, here is the 4, and our answer will be 1 by 4 joule or 0.25 joule. Now this one asking GATE 2016 for 1 marks. Now comes to next question, very big question. Okay, a network consisting of a finite number of linear resistor or inductor L and capacitor C, elements connected all in series, all in parallel, is excited the source of the form k is equal to 1 to 3 ak cos k omega naught t plus phi k, where ak not equal to 0 and omega not equal to 0. The source has non-zero impedance. Which one of the following is the possible form of the output measured across resistor in a network? So always remember, when you take the input in LTI system, output will be the same, be only magnitude and phase will be different. Okay, when you taking the a sine omega naught t, then output will be b another magnitude sine omega naught t plus phi. Means when you are applying this any sinusoidal signals in LTI system, you will get the output same sinusoidal signals but different magnitude and different phase. Okay, check it the option. Okay, here is the in A, B, C, here is defined for K1 to 3. Okay, so possibility is A, B, C. D is not possible because here is defined for 2 only. Now check the here is the given BK not equal to 0. Here is the given bk is equal to ak for all k, and cos k omega 0 t phi k. So here bk not equal to k and bk not equal to 0. So here check it. Possibility is here is the magnitude is bk. So here is given not for all value not ak. So this option is appropriate from the answer, because our amplitude will be not same. So here is the answer. Here is written bk not equal to 0. There may be possible here it will be the equal to ak. So it is not possible in LTI system when you apply the sinusoidal signal and you will get the same amplitude. So this option is also not appropriate. And see, here is the condition is not mentioned. So this option is also not right answer. So our right answer will be option A. This one I asked in GATE 2016 for 2 marks. Now comes to next question. Question number 10. If the signal xt is equal to sin t upon pi t and convolution sin t upon pi t with denoting the convolution operator xt is equal to. Okay. Solution. We know that. Let us consider x1t is equal to sin t and pi t. x2t is equal to also sin t and pi t, and its Fourier transform will be 1 and magnitude is -1 to 1 will be defined -1 to 1, and this one also -1 to 1 and 1. When you multiply it in Fourier, in time domain convolution and Fourier transform, it will be the convolution multiplication. So when you multiply it, this one is the x1 omega and this one is the x2 omega. When you multiply it, then you will get the same thing, because it defined from both limit and magnitude will be always 1, -1 to 1 and 1. So your x omega is here. So x omega will be Fourier transform will be xt will be sin t upon pi t. Sin t upon pi t option, sin t pi t, the option is A, right, will be the right answer. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, like it. If you want to something say you as a suggestion, and to comment it and subscribe my channel.